Hey guys, gals, friends, and pals, this is Paul, East X Twitch, and welcome to another episode of Saturday Game School, where we learn about a different game every Saturday of the year. Tonight I am joined on mic by Tyler,
Hello.
and also my buddy Perfect Zero, also known as Thomas.
Greetings, Earthlings.
Yes, poor Thomas having sound problems tonight, but we still love him. And we are streaming Road Redemption for Xbox One. It is also available on PlayStation 4 and Steam. It is a $20 game published by Tripwire Interactive, makers of Killing Floor 2, one of my favorite games. Oh wow, we're in a hurry on the giveaways tonight. Road Redemption.
Oh, did start already?
He says in 5 minutes.
Oh,
Let's get the options real quick. Sound. Yeah, it's a little.
I thought he
loud
was.
for me.
Yeah, I thought he was doing the Xbox one last too. I think that that might have been an error of some sort.
Ah, these things do happen, Tyler. All right. So this game, Road Redemption, has a very interesting history. Instead of input options, it should say control options. These guys are PC developers, and I think some of the stuff is a little unfamiliar to them. The UI is also a bit clunky, but that's okay. Let's start the campaign. I played this game 5 years ago at PAX South. 5 years ago, I wrote an article about it for Windows Central back in the day. So then it finally came out on Xbox One and everything. It was on like Steam Early Access all that time, but the console ports finally came out, I believe, in December of last year, maybe November. But it was quite a while between them, getting their early access version out and fully completing the game. Oh, and look at that. The campaign has 4-player co-op, local co-op, which is pretty rad.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah, so we should probably write about that for Co-Optimus, or we should have. Hey, Jesus Ninja, glad to see you. So, Tyler, have you ever heard of a game called Road Rash?
I've heard of it.
Do you know Road Rash?
Never played it or anything.
It was a very early game from Electronic Arts before they were a giant company swallowing Monolith.
Ah.
For the Sega Genesis, as a matter of fact. There wasn't a Super Nintendo port. They would port some of their games back then, but EA actually favored the Genesis for quite a while. Yeah, and there were approximately 3 of them. Then the 3DO, which was the first 32-bit home console, got a really nice original Road Rash game, which you could think of as Part 4, And that game would go on to be ported to PS1 and Saturn. Oh, this music's too loud.
Looks like you're riding into the
Hey, an achievement just for starting.
These guys make Genghis Khan look like a vegan, so watch your back.
Hey, Simius, glad to see you. Bumsley's here too.
Yes. Hey, bums.
I'm so glad your friends joined our Discord, Tyler. It's made things lively.
Oh, good. Glad to hear it.
Yeah.
They're not too annoying for you. They're a pretty annoying bunch.
No, I think if they bag on Xbox too much, that might get on the nerves of some of our regulars, but so far so good.
Well, good.
Yeah.
Nice, take that.
How many of these people
Hey, I
am I
changed-
supposed to take down? This is fun. I can swing my pipe in one direction and kick people off in the other direction.
Swing that pipe, Paul.
Yeah. The frame rate could be a little better. What's that,
I
Thomas?
changed connection. Do I sound any better?
Right at this moment you do.
Okay, good.
I didn't mean to keep talking over you.
No problem.
So, Tyler, I understand you were playing some Monopoly earlier this week, and I just wanted to say that you can't do something cool every single week, Tyler. Sometimes it's going to be a bit of a dud.
Yeah, well, you know that playing Monopoly
crap.
is like the coolest thing a person can ever do, so.
What Tyler didn't tell you that he was playing Monopoly with real money in real countries.
Oh, wow.
That's right.
That does make it more exciting. No wonder you got so frustrated when you lost. Oh, now I can switch weapons. Sounds good. Ow. This is challenging, but it does play much more like the 3DO Road Rash than Road Rage, which is the other very similar game. Similar looking game, anyway.
Road Rage, Road Rash, Road Redemption.
Yeah.
It's super easy to keep track of all
Double
of them.
tap right trigger for Nitro. There we go. So is my goal just to knock people down, or is it to get to the end? Ha! Knock that dude right down.
You need to kill 3 more to win. Tells it you're right at the top.
Oh, I see it now. Yeah, thank you. So where's all the guys? There they are. Oh, and if you knock certain guys down, it heals you, it looks like. So I like having little different goals like that. Ow! But they're... No, don't fall off. Ah, crap. Steering could be a little easier, but we are on motorcycles, so I guess there's not too much wrong with that. Swords are weak on helmets, it says. So it's even got little mechanics like that. How about that, Tyler? Yes, this does have online multiplayer. And if anyone wants to hop on with me, I would love to show it off. Games like this, even if they're really cool, this game is really cool, often their online multiplayer is dead because they're just indie games and, you know, everyone just wants to play Fortnite all the time. Isn't that true, Tyler?
Yeah, it's like the only game anyone ever plays anymore.
Yeah, they're even having big concerts in the game now. Have you heard of that?
No, I did not.
Yeah, yesterday, a DJ, music maker known as Marshmello, had a live concert in the game. And, like, nobody could shoot each other during this time, so everyone, all they could do was watch the concert, you know, walk around and watch it.
Huh. Yeah, they do a lot of clever, interesting stuff. They also had like a cube that was just like hanging out in the middle of the world, destroying things and stuff.
Ooh.
So like they do a bunch of crazy, persistent world stuff.
Oh no, target escaped. No.
So nobody tried what they did last time when they tried to do a special event and kill a bunch of people by knocking out the building below them.
No clue.
So I earned some XP, but I lost 25% max health. Does that mean I permanently lost 25% max health? But now I can buy stuff. Cash fine 10%. I think I want that, but I don't have enough money for any of this, do I? Nope.
Oh, my stream's way behind.
Aw.
Need to refresh.
Done. Yeah, I mean, you can watch videos of the concert and stuff. Kotaku did an article about it. It sounds like it was a really cool event. Another achievement, yay! I'm getting all kinds of achievements today, Tyler.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Paul, have you tried Frostpunk yet?
No, but I like that name. Tell me about
I
it.
just got it this week. It's actually a really good game.
Ooh.
It's a survival strategy game.
So is it first person?
No, it's you're building a little in the middle of frozen tundra, and basically you're trying to help your town survive as long as possible.
Ow!
And each game turn, the environment gets worse and worse. And you even have to deal with your people turning against you. It really starts to get intense.
Jeez. So
It's really good.
is it only for computers?
I believe so.
Makes sense. Well, Frostpunk's a cool name. We can all agree to that.
Yeah, pretty
Well,
cool
it
name.
It was a perfect week to play it too, with the minus 70-degree weather everywhere.
Is it that cold where you live?
Well, for me, I think it went down to minus 15 was the worst.
That's pretty bad, though.
Wow. Yeah, we didn't have any of it here in Utah. We missed the polar vortex, or it missed us, or whatever.
Lucky you. I forget, Tyler.
Yeah,
Does it
so-
ever snow there?
Yeah, it snows.
There was some Utah news the other day that I meant to mention to you, and I forgot. There's this place that engages in gay conversion therapy. Is anyone familiar with that? It's this thing that is totally scientifically discredited. It is basically just a way to torture gay people, where they, try to train them into being, straight, and then they come out and they pretend they're straight for a while. It's extremely problematic. Anyway, the guy who ran that ended up coming out as gay. And so yeah, some delicious. How do you say that? Schadenfreude or whatever.
Yeah, Schadenfreude or something.
It's one of those words. But anyway, yeah, it couldn't have happened.
Thank you, Brian, for the cheer.
Yeah, thank you.
Put in a
Yes,
call to some of our allies.
the people who act.
Keep your eyes open.
Yeah, I mean, we shouldn't talk about political things, but anyway, yeah, people who live in glass houses shouldn't throw bricks, should they?
Probably not.
It reminds me of my interaction with my client yesterday. She decided to drag me into a 4-hour-long political debate and wouldn't let me leave her house.
Oh no, that must have
It
been
was terrible
uncomfortable.
because she was trying to insist to me, without me prompting her, that she wasn't racist, even though she was a Trump supporter, and her friend told her that she didn't want to deal with her anymore because she was a Trump supporter. I'm like, I really don't want to be here.
Gosh, that must have been so awkward.
You have no idea.
Didn't get you into any kind of trouble, did it?
Nah,
Okay, that's good.
I didn't start the conversation, and I know better than to be politically unsavvy when I'm dealing with a rich person.
Are there like health pickups and stuff?
I think certain guys, if you beat them up, you get more health if you manage to knock them
'cause
down.
it seems like you take a lot of damage just to kill one, unless
Yeah.
you're supposed to be more strategic. But it's only
Ah.
so much strategy you can use when you're slashing on a motorcycle.
For real, because you have to worry about cars and the road and all kinds
Yeah,
of
you,
things.
you just got crushed.
Yeah, no good. And the color gets all gray when your life is low, which is really
Oh, I hate
yes,
that in video games.
very dumb idea because it ruins
Like it-
screenshots.
Whatever game came up with like blur the screen and make it all red and hard to see when you're dying is like that's the worst gaming convention ever. That's made it mainstream.
Agreed. Oh look, I got a gun. Let's shoot some people.
Nice.
Ah. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a lot to deal with trying to fight people and be on the road and everything. And I got a big pipe. That's great. Yes.
Exactly,
Oh, crap.
exactly,
That is
Brian.
great for you.
Bam! Right into
Yes.
the steel wall. That's funny.
Shame on me. Oh God. Yeah. I really don't like how this game has like rooftop races and stuff. And back when I played it 5 years ago, I observed. Thank you for the donation, by the way. Who was that?
BX Latino.
Thank you, BX Latino. Very cool of you. Anyway, I don't like falling off the edge in racing games.
Darker, EA should do a lot of things. Road Rash is not at the top of the list right now.
I think they made a DS Road Rash game. That may have been the last one that was ever made. I forget. But yeah, the problem is big publishers like EA, they've gotten so big that they don't want to do like small and medium-sized games. You know, like yeah, they'll do Unravel for some reason, but they won't just do like a little low-budget Road Rash game, even though that would be really cool.
Yeah, there's just not a lot of point to it when you can make like a bajillion dollars making FIFA and Madden and stuff.
Unfortunately, I mean, not that those games shouldn't make money, but I just don't agree with that approach, especially when they own IPs like
Yeah,
Road
it'd be
Rash.
cool maybe if we'd sell some of the IPs, or at least, I don't know, let someone else make the game.
Yeah,
Oh, for them, it's as much about control as it is profitability. As long as you control the IP, you control the brand. And if it ever
Yeah.
becomes popular by because somebody else made a similar game, you just bring out yours because pre-made clout.
I suppose so. By the
That's
way,
basic economics.
I finally completed an objective, and that got me more money, so that's nice.
Finally.
Yeah.
Nosy R Blue. That's a funny name. Yeah, they have been canceling a lot of Star Wars games.
So health isn't easy to get back. With how much money you get, like it doesn't even automatically fill up your life between rounds.
Doesn't what between rounds?
Refill your life.
Oh, that's dumb.
Yeah, because look, I've got 41 health, and I can spend a whole lot of money to refill some health. Armor reduced.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Oh, it is like a kind of like a roguelite or something though.
Yeah,
Like,
you're
it's
right.
roguelitey or something, so that's probably why.
Cops are closing in, and I don't think they're gonna let you off with a warning.
Survive, that's all I have to do. Yeah, I bought this vest that increases my XP and money gain, but I have less armor, so I can die more easily. We'll see how it goes. Oh god, I just got run over by the cops. I'm down to 13 health. Ow. Well, I'll survive.
Video's playing just fine on my end, Plantronic.
Yeah, working for me.
Platinum. Okay.
So what do you do about the cops? Look, the cops' car door is off. Speaking of which, my car, which is kind of old, you know, I mean, I only got it a couple months ago, but it's from 99 or 2000. Ah! Game over. One of the back door handles broke off the other day, so now I've got to replace that. Very annoying.
That definitely sucks.
Nitro Punk has been unlocked. Level reached 4 takedowns. Don't give up, you can do this. Oh, permanent upgrades. So, yeah, the fact that this is a roguelite is actually quite cool. I approve. But I don't have enough XP quite to buy anything. Wait, on this side do I? Nope. Done. Whatever. Okay. This game's $20, by the way. Hey, Yup84. Yeah, no, I mean, I have to buy a new handle. And then, yeah, I've got a friend who will help me install it. When's the last time you played a motorcycle game, Tyler?
I don't know. That one from PlayStation coming out later this year is a motorcycle game.
What's it called?
Days Gone.
Huh.
Oh, yeah.
I am not familiar with it.
It's a zombie game.
Yeah, it's a big Sony first-party game.
And you ride a motorcycle?
Yeah, the main character does.
Well, you're in a motorcycle gang or whatever.
So, hey, Jordan! Good to see you. I'm glad that the stream is not freezing for Bumsley. As long as Bumsley can see things, everything's okay.
Damn.
You're racing through the heart of Reaper territory, but it's the fastest way to the bounty.
Oh, this one's an actual race. That's different. So yeah, even the events that you get are different. I feel like in the PC version, you used to be able to select from 2 or 3 things of what the next event would be, and we haven't seen that yet. So maybe they ditched that, who knows. Get out of the way! Use some nitro. Ah! Nope. Just ran off the road. Yeah. Again, my problem has always been it's too easy to run off the road. And I just missed some health. Shame on me.
Now the question is, Paul, are you talking about that when you're driving your car or in the video game?
Both. No. Yeah. Well, I seem to drive alright, despite missing a handle. Ah!
I think we all know how you lost your handle now.
Yep. Smacking right into things. I don't like how it punishes you for not doing particularly well. I mean, like, I wish the punishment was like having to replay the race or something. That's okay. What have you been playing this week, Tyler?
I just got for review Evo Land Legendary Edition, which has the first 2 Evo Land games.
Awesome!
Yeah.
I'm very happy to hear that it has finally come to consoles where it belongs.
Yeah, it's been years since it came out on PC.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to try to get that myself. Oh, it'd be great if we could do a stream of it. Stay down. Yay, crash bonus for making that guy crash off the road.
4G controller with USB-C port. What are you talking about, Darker?
Is that he wants that to happen for Xbox? He wants them to have USB-C ports?
I'm trying to figure out why he's talking about a 4G controller, though.
4th gen, as in there's... I think is what he means.
I was always talking about cell phone, cellular tech. Like, why?
Why indeed? Why ask why?
I would assume that whatever comes next for the controllers will all be USB-C anyway, because that is the official standard for the next few years.
Yeah, and it's better. Thinking I'm only in third place now. First. Kicked it up to first, and there's the end of the race, I think. Was that the end?
Fucking us.
Oh, that's bad language.
And you pay it with blood.
Yep, the Switch is USB-C. That's pretty cool. However, Nintendo unwisely didn't adhere to the USB-C power standard in order to force people not, to buy specific USB-C chargers, which is lame.
No, it's Nintendo. Would you expect something different?
Yeah, it does sound a lot like them. So I can increase XP gain. I do need more XP. Yeah, that's what I need to do. Let's do this. Uh-oh. No worries, human Brian. Oh, Brian says the standard wasn't actually published yet. Whether that's an excuse or not is a subject of debate. So I'm racing against a truck this time, like he's one of the people in the race. Having to attack and race at the same time, it does keep you on your toes. I mean, I like when games have additional mechanics to occupy your mind, So have you actually started playing Evo Land, Tyler? Oh. I think we lost Tyler. No. Thomas, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Oh, was I on mute?
As usual.
Yeah, that'll happen. Yes, I have started it. I've played a couple hours. It's really cool so far.
Nice. Isn't the first game pretty short?
I mean, I think so. I think they probably both are going to be relatively short. They're actually it's actually a little bit longer than I expected already. Because it is kind of like a game that's, making fun of a lot of nuances in gaming and things like that too.
Yeah, Zelda and other games.
Yeah. So, Brian looks like he knows. So Evo Land 2, he says, is much longer. Interesting. Well, cool. Yeah, the first one I'll be able to get through probably tonight, I would guess. I think I'm getting closer to the end anyway.
Glad to hear that.
It really is very clever and funny. They're quite knowledgeable about the history of gaming and like the nuances and, not just like the super obvious stuff, but some little bit less obvious stuff too.
Ooh. Okay, did not make any money from... I didn't come in the top 3 spots. If they'd given me some nitro, that would have helped.
Heads up. We got some Jekyll reinforcements heading your way. Keep an eye out for them.
Yeah, Darker, the point you're missing is that the reason EA and all the companies do loot boxes is it's easy money.
Yeah.
Why spend money developing a product when you can just make people pay for literally nothing?
And unfortunately, at least, it's good that resentment is growing because the practice is, not great for gamers. Usually.
Hey, Heaven Smile.
Hey, what was that sound? You'll have to let me know, Tyler.
What's that?
What that was.
Oh, a follower.
Hey.
That's what it said.
Thank you for the follow, new follower, whoever you are. I assure you that we appreciate it. Oh, I need to go faster. We got plenty of time, though. Ha! Double crash bonus. That's what I like. Gotta get ahead. Ah! Kicked him into a fence. Yeah. One thing about the 3DO version of Road Rash... Oh, great. Wrecked. If you wreck, you're pretty much screwed. But anyway, the 3DO version of Road Rash had some licensed music. It had Soundgarden and I guess some like indie rock bands. But Soundgarden's not bad. Have either of you guys heard the new Weezer album?
I didn't even know there was a new album from them.
Yes,
the remake one.
Yeah, it's all covers.
Yeah, covers.
They dropped it out of nowhere, which is pretty cool. Although they had already released the music video for Africa, so I guess you could have predicted it maybe.
It wasn't the version of Africa that was in
Oh crap.
the movie Aquaman, was it?
I forget. Was it like... I mean, their version of Africa is very pretty and sounds quite a lot like the original. I mean, it's not like drastically different. Did Aquaman have a harder version?
It was part rap, so definitely not the same.
Ah, yeah, not the same. Man, yeah, I'm doing very poorly now. Ow! All I can do is try to hurt people and maybe unlock some upgrades. I could see myself playing this after the stream, though, because I do love a good roguelite. Even if the game is a bit, like, harder than it should be. Ah.
Yeah, the combat, I don't know, maybe there's some depth to the combat that I'm not seeing, but...
It's mostly about just whacking them and switching weapons to whatever's more appropriate for the situation. That's important. Well, that time I made... No! Oh, good. Second place. Not bad. So I got some money, and I earned pretty good XP.
So it does matter where you place as well as completing your objective?
It depends on the event. Like this one, okay. This objective is coming in the top 3 of the race. So that's why it mattered. So I've got 1252. I could upgrade my sword. Or upgrade my long melee weapon. Yeah, we'll try upgrading the sword, why not? So for some reason these are all races in a row, like it's been, isn't this like 4 races in a row?
Of the same area, you mean?
Or just this particular run, they've all been races.
Oh.
Like actual races and not bounty missions.
I would like to see a little change in visuals at some point.
I think it might have at least night stuff, but there are like building races where you're on the top of buildings. So,
oh, that sounds cool.
Yeah. When we'll get to it, I don't know. Oh, just got knocked off my bike. It's gonna screw me over, I bet. Let's just see how we can do. I think I crashed once and still did okay in that last race. I could be wrong. So why are you so quiet tonight, Tyler? Are you watching a sporting event?
No, just watching the stream. Not doing much. Don't have a whole lot to say.
Aw. But all your friends are here, Tyler.
Your opinions matter.
Yeah, that is true. Game over. Dang. Yeah, we'll keep going.
Well, I will be right back, though.
All right.
I need to make a drink.
Hello, Nosy. I would quite like a drink. May have had a little too much of that last night. So maximum health, attack damage, cash find. I think. Yes. Okay. All XP is lost when you exit this menu. Done. Are there online lobbies? Simo is asking. We can go check. Let's find out. Hey, Heaven Smile, do you know the only Onimusha game I ever played was Onimusha Tactics for Game Boy Advance? I liked it. It was a pretty good game. It was not as good as Final Fantasy Tactics. I thought I had a bottle of water. Oh, there it is. Alright. We're going to go check out the online mode real quick before we resume playing the single player. Find server.
I haven't played a tactics game since, what was it, Ogre Tactics? Back in the old PS1 days?
You call me a hipster. Ogre Tactics, nice. Yeah, those games always looked really cool in magazines. Tactics Ogre, you mean? But yeah, I
Yeah,
never
that's
played
it.
any of them. Does that same developer make Disgaea, or what did they go on to make? I forget.
I honestly don't know. I never even knew who the publisher was. Of course, if I wasn't lazy, I'd get off my rear end and go look in my game shelf.
I used to know. Yeah, there was a Fallout Tactics game back in the day. Oh look, some people are actually online playing. But I haven't unlocked anything good. Can only pick between a couple of male characters. The fact that there's no female characters is lame.
Oh, you can't get Santa Claus?
No, I'll have to unlock him. It looks like it's tied to online level or something. Oh look, here we go, different environment, just like Tyler wanted. It's nighttime and post-apocalyptic.
Sweet.
Yeah. Much different.
Yeah.
Did I get any XP? Oh wow, I leveled up just for joining a race in progress.
You did it.
Hooray! So I unlocked a new bike, and what's the other thing? And Ryan, the character named Ryan.
You're probably right, Darko was most likely Atlas, because they did pretty much all the strategy games back then.
Heaven Smile says I should stream Catherine, and that would be a really good pre-stream game sometime, wouldn't it?
Nah.
Yeah, actually.
Oh man, I've always wanted to play Catherine, and it's going to get that nice PS4 version, and who knows, maybe I'll end up buying that. But I own it on 360 already.
Thought they already released the remastered on the every other platform.
No, they just published it on Steam, and it's like just modern. I mean, it's just Catherine, but it runs on PC and has PC graphics options. But the expanded version of Catherine, I think, is still not out yet. Isn't that right, Tyler?
No, no, I don't think so. I mean, I'm almost positive now.
And it's a PS4 exclusive.
It's a crappy game anyway. I thought it was going to come to Vita, but maybe in Japan.
Yeah, you're right. Only in Japan.
But yeah, it's dumb.
What's so crappy about it?
So the puzzles are dumb, like the gameplay parts of it. The story's okay, but it's real repetitive.
It sure is
Yeah,
taking a long time to load this race.
I had zero fun with it.
Oh, that's too bad. But he doesn't love this
Truth is,
one,
he just-
Simius.
The truth is, he just doesn't like girls named Catherine.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
right.
blame you. Catherines are difficult. So why would I pick Ryan? He's a worse character than the regular guy. Oh, but he has different weapons, that's why. Okay, let's try that. Race starting in 27. You can just drive around while you're waiting for the race to start. That's a nice idea.
And you ran right into the car.
Yes,
In junior
I did.
high, I had a crush on a girl named Catherine.
Oh, is that really what it was, Tyler?
Yeah, just like PTSD from junior high.
Oh, you know, in college, I briefly dated a lady named Catherine. I was 25 and she was 40, and she was quite hot.
Nice.
Yeah, you know, I've had a thing for older ladies for quite a while. She was this... I may have told this story before, but I was the smartest guy in my anatomy class, and she was the smartest girl in her anatomy class. And that's where we knew each other, from the labs that we shared. But it was... You know, that's another thing I greatly appreciate is intelligence, so... Ah! Dang it.
That's funny, Paul. Or Human Brian, rather.
What do you
Human
say?
Brian said you were a gravedigger.
Hey.
That is
Oh.
funny.
Yeah, I'm talking about grades-wise, you know. Obviously, there's other measures of intelligence. But, yeah, I made the highest grade in my anatomy class, even though I wasn't going into the medical field, and there's all these people who are actually going to be nurses and stuff, and they couldn't do as... You know, they couldn't get A's. It was frustrating for some of them. Ah! Okay. I could do with less road traffic. Less... Oh, God, I just ran into 2 different trucks in a row. Yeah. They spawn too much. That
Ladies
sucked.
with pensions, that's funny.
Hey. Well, the only thing was she was... I mean, we had a really nice date or two, but we weren't seeing each other for very long. Like, she was already seeing another guy at the same time, and then she ended up deciding to see him exclusively, so... Too bad for me, but I mean, he was a better fit for her, being closer to her age and such.
Poor Paul, the side piece.
Yeah, sort of. I wish I had more great memories. It was, the memories that I have are mostly just of like having a good time together in the anatomy lab. Just like being in the same group and stuff. Too late to finish because of uneven teams, whatever that means.
That's
Race
weird.
1. Oh, because I was on a team apparently.
Oh, but you didn't even finish the race.
Yeah. Are there any achievements tied to online level? Does anybody see? Hey, Killick64. Congratulations on winning last week's contest.
Oh, that's terrible. Helix's damn wife said that last night.
Said what?
Too late to finish.
Oh. Good one. And around here, I'm not the only one who likes older ladies. Tyler likes older ladies too. Isn't that right, T-Dog?
Who doesn't like older ladies?
Yeah, why wouldn't you? That's what I want to know.
Older, younger, born literally the exact same day as you.
Also a good point, yes.
There's really only 3 types.
I suppose you can divide it up that way. Ah. So after this, somebody needs to look up the achievements though, for real. Darker Player, look up the achievements, will you? You love doing that. Oh, something just blew up. Oh, because he crashed and died. See, at least I haven't died in this race.
Bozo Deluxe has been with a woman for 20 years that's 13 years older than
Who?
him.
Oh, that's really
Bozo
cool,
Deluxe.
Bozo. Nice. Yeah,
What
my...
happened? Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say mine is 12 years difference. So, very close.
What happened to Amon? Anybody in the Discord?
Oh, he lives in India, so his schedule is like way different from ours.
Yeah, where's Icky?
Icky
Where's
is...
Icky?
Yeah, he has Chinese New Year to celebrate. That's why he's not around. Iridia knows firsthand. No, yeah, for some reason their calendar is different from ours, and they celebrate for like a couple of weeks, I think. Maybe it's just 1 week. It seems like it's a couple of weeks.
Their calendar might be because they're a few centuries older than we are as a culture.
Could be.
Just a few.
Yeah, but when you have to schedule international meetings, then which calendar do you use?
Every nation defaults to its own calendar, and you basically just accommodate based off the meeting. So, for example, if it's a Chinese company making the arrangements, they use their calendar. If it's an American company, we use our calendar. Christmas is one of the only holidays that's understood should be just, it is what it is, leave that alone. But overall in the business world, you just, whoever makes the meeting makes the deal.
Well, that's
Yeah,
interesting.
but if I get a meeting request for March 65th, I'm not going to know when that is on my calendar.
Smarch.
If you check your calendar actually can adjust.
Well, yeah, but what if Outlook and calendars like that didn't exist?
Well, you're talking about something that's been going on for centuries, so I don't think it's really been that huge a problem over the 300 years or so this nation's been around.
Probably not. Well, although
I'm
we
sure
weren't...
it's been a major problem.
Tyler
Number one
insists.
problem. That's the number one problem our Congress should address is Chinese New Year.
Yeah, what are we doing about it? That should
Yeah.
be the big issue on Capitol Hill.
We should have 2-week-long New Years. We should have the best New Year.
That is true. We really should. Why is China beating
only
us in
New
New Year?
Yeah, American exceptionalism.
There you go.
That's right.
So, Bozo says that he has plenty in common with his wife despite the age difference. Was it wife? By the way, it's nice to meet you, Bozo.
Don't call him Bozo. He's new here. Jeez.
It's better than what you call him.
Why do you keep going off that side?
Because that just happens at the end, I guess.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Ah.
because I feel like it does happen every time it says you guys won or lost, but
How many races do we play before the match? Oh, this is match point. Okay, so I guess this is
it's
the last
best
race.
of 5.
Oh, gotcha. That's a lot. But hey, I guess it
For the
keeps
same race, it is.
yeah keeps you occupied, I guess. But
So is it whoever gets first wins? So like if your friend is in first, or if your teammate is in first, you should just try to protect them instead of like trying to pass them. Is that how it works?
probably, but I don't know for sure. Figuring it out as I go along, Tyler. Ow.
Oh, you were in first there for a second.
For a second. Ow. Watch out for these blue guys. Ow! God! Crashed and died.
You were the red team's final hope.
I know. Really dropped the ball there. It's not my fault. The cars are so hard to avoid. Ah,
It's like you haven't even played Toad's Turnpike before.
what is that?
It's a race in Mario Kart that's on the freeway.
Oh. Yeah, you know, at our video game club at school, my friend Jeff, who is another teacher, he came along and he brought his kid's Nintendo Switch. Like, he didn't bring the dock, annoyingly, so like we couldn't put it to where everybody could see it or
Yeah, you
anything.
just had to like pass it around.
Yeah, but he brought Mario Kart, and you know, of course, it has the 2 Joy-Cons automatically. So
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I
I
played.
was
Go
just
ahead.
gonna say that I beat him in all 3 races that we played.
Nice. I played Smash with the Joy-Cons. Like, for a few casual games, it's fine. It's definitely not something that you would want to do if you were playing seriously or, like, trying to, win.
Yeah, I can definitely see
You
that
don't-
about Smash.
You
Oh, we
definitely need,
lost.
like, the real controller or the GameCube controller. Or at the very least, the one that the 2 Joy-Cons slide into.
That's cold, Brian. Well, I would say the Joy-Cons are good enough for something as simple and intuitive as Mario Kart, but Smash is a more
Yeah, I would
complicated
think
game.
so, too. So, I mean, because even with Mario Kart, you don't really even have to brake or drift that much. You can, but it's very infrequent that you're not just pounding on the gas and using items.
Right, right.
Hey, Mongbox.
Hey, Monkbox, glad to see you. Yeah, it's like that sometimes, isn't it, Bozo? Like, you just get along with certain kinds of people. Oh, great, one of the people I'm racing at him, he has a friend. But he has a dumb, dank name.
That's Diddy Dank 28.
Hey, everyone, I love marijuana. That is my most
Who doesn't?
defining characteristic. That's what he's saying. Well, regardless of who does and who doesn't, I never understood people who want that to be their identity. Like, just their weediness.
I mean, dank doesn't have to mean marijuana, does it?
I think it pretty much does.
I don't know.
Well, that's the only kind of dank that isn't just a terrible thing in general.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
You kind of have
Yeah,
to
'cause
hope it's that kind.
On
Otherwise,
The
they're just calling
Simpsons,
themselves
yeah.
very disgusting.
On The Simpsons, they talk about dank.
Oh, do they really?
Not marijuana.
Yeah, but what was it? I
Mo wants to get rid of the dank bar, and they say, the dank, not the dank.
don't...
Can't get rid of the dank.
Interesting. Oh, look, there's a character named Gordon Gecko.
So maybe that's weird. So maybe it's a Simpsons reference. Gordon Gecko, wasn't he on that movie, Greed or whatever?
Yeah, Wall Street.
Yeah,
Wall Street, thank you.
he was the quote-unquote villain.
Oh, he's not the lead Gecko?
He is.
Oh,
But
But
he's not
he's a-
necessarily like a good guy.
he's a bad
Yeah.
Gecko.
It's a very much an anti-hero movie.
Interesting.
Read is good. Is the entire
Yeah, I need to see it. I'm surprised I haven't got around to it. I like a lot of old classic movies like that.
You're entering Reaper
Have you at least
territory.
seen the newer
Anyone
sequel?
gets between you and that
No.
bear.
Do you really like classic movies, Tyler? It seems like you're usually complaining about RoboCop and stuff like that.
I'm usually what?
Complaining about RoboCop. Like whenever we talk about classic movies, it always ends up with how Tyler doesn't think RoboCop's good enough.
I mean, who refers to RoboCop as a classic?
A lot of people.
Cult classic, not classic.
It's
Yeah,
an actual.
not that good.
It's an actual brilliant movie. Like it is a very smart satire, in addition to being like a gory sci-fi movie. So that's why it's so special.
Oh, you have to surrender your reviewer's cred right now.
I'm telling you the truth. I know. I mean, like, not that I know as much about movies as I should, but I do know a decent amount about movies. It is a very well-respected movie.
It's weird, that's for sure.
It is weird, yes.
Well, it's the 80s. Everything from them was weird.
Yeah, 80s is like my least favorite decade for movies and music.
Oh, see, the truth finally comes out. Mr. loves classic movies.
I can't see how you don't like music.
There's nothing in
from
the 80s. There's nothing in the 80s that's classic. What, 16 Candles?
Gremlins 2. Gremlins 2 might be
Yes.
90. But yeah, other 80s movies, some Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, Predator, for instance.
Yeah,
That's
like,
a good movie.
how about
Literally
something that's
anything with Michael J.
not,
Fox.
not a dumb action or a dumb horror movie?
Gremlins is not a dumb horror movie. Poltergeist, that is another one, although it is a horror movie. It's not dumb at all, you butt. Quit throwing that word around.
Ghostbusters is okay. Back to the Future is okay.
Oh, yeah, those are both great examples. Back to the Future is more than okay.
You're talking
Darn
about the movies that are the foundation of modern cinema.
Yeah, like for reals.
No, that would be like the 60s and 70s.
Tyler likes to be a
Something like The
revisionist.
Godfather and Stanley Kubrick and stuff like that.
No, those movies are what influenced a lot of the sci-fi genre and a lot of other genres like horror and all that, other than Hitchcock.
Hitchcock, those are good movies. He didn't make any good movies in the 80s though.
Did he? Was he even alive in the 80s? I can't remember.
I don't think so.
I
I don't know when he died.
I thought he was alive in the 80s, just not doing anything really.
Smack that cop around. Don't do that in real life, kids. It's a Mad Mad World. I've never seen that. I would like
I
to.
saw Rat Race, which is like the same thing, but much worse, I'm sure.
Interesting.
It's a Mad Mad World isn't 80s though.
It's not? What is that, 60s?
Oh, that's gotta be
70s?
like the 60s. Princess Bride is okay.
Princess Bride is wonderful. I just watched that in 4K the other day. Like just about 2 weeks ago. Because I wanted India to be able to watch the PG-13 cut of Deadpool, and I wanted her to also like understand the references and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Hey,
and
my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Now prepare to die.
very memeable movie, yes.
Yeah,
And
Raiders of the Lost Ark is good, but
wonderful,
I mean,
yeah.
80s. I mean, that's a
Yeah.
like a decent movie. that
What does
happened in the
Zordon
80s.
say? Yep. Messing up our plans, lady.
So
Attack
the
damage.
Deadpool movie, the PG-13 Deadpool didn't come out in theaters. It was only on DVD.
No, it did come out in theaters for like 2 weeks. It had very little promotion or anything, so it didn't actually make very much money.
They should have done a little bit more. Die Hard's okay. Empire Strike Back is, but that's based on a 70s movie.
Time Trial. Oh yeah, Die Hard. There's another movie I can watch and never get tired of. So good.
You're still just mostly listing action movies, guys.
There's nothing wrong with action movies, Tyler. What do you want them to be?
They're freaking boring. They're all the same.
They're so different. Die Hard and RoboCop couldn't be more different.
E.T. is okay.
Oh, yeah, that's a good movie. Tell him, Simius. You don't have to take Tyler's crap.
There's so many better Spielberg movies.
Then, well, I mean, are there? I guess there's a
Than
few.
E.T.?
Yeah.
I think so. E.T. is kind of, I don't know, gimmicky.
Well, I loved it as a kid. It is more of a kid's movie. Like, it is a movie that will have the most appeal to young people.
Yeah, it is. It's a little corny here and there.
Most movies from that time period actually were.
Yeah, I know. That's one of the reasons why I don't like the 80s that much.
Really?
But you're also taking it out of context. If you remember what it was when you were that age,
Well,
then
yeah, but I
it's
mean,
completely different.
I was
Tyler was still a little
non-existent for
sperm
half.
cell
I was
back then.
non-existent for half the decade, and then I watched probably 0 movies between 0 and 5. I mean, I'm sure I watched The Little Mermaid a million times.
Okay,
Hey,
never mind
I
then.
mean-
You're too young to even know what good movie is.
Disney's Little
Oh, I know.
Mermaid is from 1990 or so.
I love Little Mermaid. That's probably my favorite Disney movie.
Right.
I love Ferris Bueller. Yeah, Ferris Bueller's fantastic.
Huh. I don't mind that one. I don't love it, but it's not.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's like my of the crappy '80s movies. Fast Times is okay. Blade Runner's all right. Blade Runner's so weird.
Yeah, it's very slow. That's what I don't like about it. Like
is.
it's
I
super
haven't
well
seen it.
made.
I haven't seen the new one yet, so I need to.
I bought them both in 4K on Vudu, so I do need to like watch both of them sometime. But I don't have, like my wife wouldn't enjoy them, so I wish I had somebody. Ooh, take damage when you attack. Ouch.
Just tell her that what's her name's in the new one. She'll watch it just because of that.
Who?
The Shining, Mitch said too. Shining's good, but it's not Kubrick.
The younger, can't think of the name of this stupid actor. He's the current hot guy in Hollywood.
Tom Hardy.
No, the one that was in that's in
Tom
Jason
Selleck.
Momoa.
yeah, Tom Selleck.
Magnum
Talking about David
PI.
Duchovny.
Chris Pratt.
Yeah, it's got to be Chris Pratt.
I was referring to the guy who's in the sequel for. Now my brain is not working. We were just talking about the stupid movie. Blade
Little
Runner.
Mermaid? Oh, Blade Runner. Oh, Jared Leto? Not Jared
God,
Leto,
no.
right? He's
He's not in
awful. He is in the new Blade Runner, unfortunately.
Oh, Ryan
Yes.
Gosling.
Yes,
Oh,
that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's hot.
There's a really good song about him. By Nathan Barnett, that comedian I like. Very catchy. So that's what I think of when I think of Ryan Gosling.
Fantastic movie. That he's in.
Speaking of which, has anyone seen the teaser for the new Birds of Prey movie? Isn't that, or was it Suicide Squad? I think it's Birds of Prey.
Birds of
Yeah.
Prey show series.
No, it's a movie.
My understanding was going to be a series.
There was a TV series of it a long time ago, but this is definitely a new movie with Margot Robbie and such.
Yeah,
Huh.
but yeah, no,
No,
I
never
saw.
heard of it. What's Birds of Prey?
Well, basically, it just means that there's several of DC's female characters. Like, that's all that is required for it to be Birds of Prey,
Oh.
And so it's got Harley Quinn, and it's got Renee Montoya, which is a popular Batman character. And the Huntress is in it.
Oh yeah, I know what
Yeah, and
you're talking about.
the bad guy is the Black Mask, I think, isn't that what he's called? But they have not shown him with his mask, unfortunately. So it's like just Ewan McGregor just standing there. It's like, oh yeah, that doesn't look like the Black Mask.
Yeah, I'm not expecting much from that movie.
Well, as long as it's directed by somebody competent. I don't like the director of the original Suicide Squad, but then again, they did hack it. The studio did hack it to pieces, and that wasn't
And
his
that's
fault.
the real issue. Is
Yeah.
the studio's going to trash it? They're almost as bad as Sony is trashing movies.
But Aquaman turned out well.
That was a surprise, honestly.
I knew with James Wan being the director, I knew it was probably going to be good, and it was. He makes a good, fast-paced action movie, even though Tyler hates action movies.
Send these reapers back to hell.
Aquaman was definitely not fast-paced, though.
It was a little too long, for sure. But yeah, his Star Trek movie that he made, Star Trek Beyond, which unfortunately a lot of people still haven't seen. Like, Tyler, have you seen Star Trek Beyond?
Yeah, the
Oh,
third
okay.
one.
Yeah, because you like Star Trek
Yeah.
at least, so.
Yeah, I do.
But yeah, Beyond bombed in the theater, which is a real shame. And it's because there was so much lingering resentment over Star Trek Into Dumbness that the third movie,
Oh,
even
you're
though it was
such a
better,
dumbness
ended up
hater.
good. I know I especially hate it.
You're such
but-
a into darkness.
No, truly I am. But that lingering disappointment from the second movie made people not go and see the third one, even though it was getting good reviews and stuff.
I don't know. Did that make Into Darkness?
Did what?
Did that many people not like Into Darkness?
But they can't, right?
Critics sure didn't like it. Do you know a lot of
Sure.
people who loved it? Yeah.
I mean, I
am sure.
don't think that people hated it as much as you did.
Star Trek fans sure did.
My view of the thing of movies these days is I pick a movie that critics hate because they're almost always good movies.
That's an interesting perspective. Cash
It's
farms.
usually true. If you haven't noticed, the audience almost always sides against the critics.
Oh, yeah, that's true. They're unlikely to make a new Star Trek movie anytime soon.
That's
Because,
for other reasons.
no, it's because
one of the
Beyond
actors
bombed.
died.
Yeah,
Oh no, actually,
One of
they
the
stopped
and that
over
too.
with
And
the studio.
yeah. I mean, they
Chris
did.
Pine is a megastar.
They have a script, but yeah, the people they got are expensive relatively, and the last one didn't,
Oh, yeah, they have
didn't make its money back. So
Zoe Saldana too. Who's real expensive. She gets that Marvel money now.
yeah,
And the guy who was playing Kirk didn't want to go back apparently.
Chris
Oh really?
Pine, you mean?
Chris Pine.
Yep.
He's cool. I like him.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, like the old Star Trek movies, they could make so many of them because all of those actors were like TV level actors, you know. So they did not command huge paychecks. Like they probably made like $1 million per movie as opposed to like 10 or 20 million per movie each. So it was a lot easier to make a bunch of those for relatively low budgets. Because they usually only had a budget of like 20 million or so, like not a whole lot.
Oh man, I watched like 20, 25 minutes of that first Star Trek, and then I just shut it off.
The original Star Trek or the
The original Star Trek movie.
It is
how
very
did
slow.
you not like that?
Oh, it's so
It's
slow.
super slow.
There's like a 5-minute panning scene of the ship.
That's the best part of the movie.
They're just like walking around. And, oh,
Yeah, I'm
Shut
not
that
saying it was good for the. I mean, to me, that's the best part of the movie. I love that part. But. Oh well.
Well, that movie was meant as a reward for the fans. It's exactly what it was. That's what made it so good at the time.
But there's a lot of Star Trek people fans who don't love that movie. Like, it is widely regarded as this, super slow.
Yeah, but
Well,
I mean,
they
that,
say
again,
that,
at the
yeah.
time it was released, it was considered to be good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the special effects were very impressive at the time.
Brian makes a good point. There had been no Star Trek in 20 years at that point.
Yeah, so that helped.
Yeah, they're like Star Trek fans would have taken anything at that point, especially with all the original characters.
Yeah, here's the two things I don't like about it besides the pace of the movie are the costumes are awful. Like they're all wearing these ugly 70s pajamas instead of the
Yeah, they were really bad. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't know.
they
What is
dropped
Kirk wearing?
Yeah, all the outfits are ridiculous. Like they really dropped the ball on that, whoever they hired. But besides that, a lot of the characters, we've talked about this on the stream before, I think, but a lot of the characters are like slightly out of character. They have very little of their real developed personalities in the movie. Like the movie has, so it's lacking personality. Like it's too concerned with the sci-fi spectacle and not enough with the actual people, which are what we love about Star Trek. That's my
Yeah, I've
opinion.
never watched it. But the second one is good. I heard I should just watch that one.
Oh yeah,
Wrath of Khan,
definitely.
I think.
Yeah, Wrath of Khan is a fine movie.
And then for the next week, you'll be walking around going Khan to everybody.
Oh yeah, you got to.
I
And
actually have a guy that I work with named Khan, and that's exactly what I do every time I see him.
that's great. Kicking some butt. You know what I want out of this game is more achievements. Where are my dang achievements? I got a few, but not enough. It looked like my foot was on fire right there.
Yep, 84 is working on his stand-up comedy.
Oh, like seriously? Oh, is he just
No,
being
he's
silly?
making jokes.
Oh, what's he
He's
joking
just
about?
making a modern comment on modern. There's a tear in my slipper. Oh, that's the worst.
That's what he. I don't get it.
No, he was joking about the fact that people that buy pre-torn jeans are making fun of costumes from the 80s.
Oh. I don't buy pre-torn jeans.
He's speaking in generality.
Oh, I see. I think he was calling you out, Tyler.
I only have 2 pairs of jeans, and neither of them are torn.
I only have one pair that fits me, and it's still a little tight. Although I've lost a few pounds in the last 3 weeks, so maybe it would fit better now.
I got those super skinny leg ones that make me look hot.
Nice.
I haven't worn jeans in 20 years.
Back when I was really fit, I liked to wear tight clothes. That's one thing I really miss. You know, like I like to show off the goods back then.
Never understood why guys like wearing tight clothes. Like, you're restricting your movement.
It's
there is that, but...
super trendy and popular right now. So.
Yeah, and it's a disgusting thing.
But I liked it because I liked to show off my body I mean, you know, you guys didn't know me when I was that fit, but I was real skinny for a while, and it was quite an accomplishment. Because that doesn't come naturally to me.
Great work.
Yeah, we got that one.
Down his ass.
Uh-oh. Mamich says the pre-torn jeans look bad.
My son's been complaining to me that since he hasn't been going to the gym religiously lately, his friends are making fun of him because he's not as swole as he used to be. I'm like, seriously? You still look like you can crack a walnut just by looking at it. And people are saying you don't have big muscles anymore?
Aw. Mamich, you should share a link to that. He's talking about some Star Trek toys. I would like to see them.
Oh, the Mego toys. They've been in Target for a long time.
Oh.
I don't think they look very good.
I'm not familiar with them.
As the local toy connoisseur.
Yeah. I was collecting Kamen Rider toys for a while, but that stopped. Because I don't have anywhere to put them.
Yeah, I'm starting to realize I don't have anywhere to put anything anymore.
It's frustrating when you get to that point.
Yeah, because you still want to buy all the cool stuff, you just don't know where to put it.
Yeah, and if you buy it and just put it away in a closet or a box, then it's a waste of money.
The point?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, if you can't display it, why do you have it? And I actually have been going through and selling stuff on eBay, actually, so that's good. Clearing out some stuff.
Selling all those boxes and instruction manuals, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, since my adventure last week, going to the game store and selling that stuff, you know, which was really nice, but since then I have not managed to list any of my stuff on eBay like I really should have, because it's been such a busy week. Well, with the elective fair and, like, you know, having to plan these extra complicated lessons in school. Dang it. Ooh, close call. So, I really need to do that. Maybe tomorrow, hopefully, I can at least put a couple of things on eBay. 'Cause, I mean, I just gotta hurry, because I know they're not going to instantly sell in most cases, so the sooner they get up there to catch people's eyes, the better. Third place. You get a lot less money for third place. Darker Player predicts that GameStop is going to close down within the next 10 years. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, I don't think they've got 10 years left.
They've had some real financial challenges, haven't they?
They have.
Well, they just pulled themselves off the market. They were trying to sell themselves, but they didn't get any buyers with good terms.
Yeah, which is a shame. Yeah, I mean, like, GameStop is not a company that I love, but I think it would be worse for all of us not to have game stores.
Yeah, I mean, I'll miss them because they have, like, a lot of cool toys that you don't really find anywhere.
Yes,
and
definitely.
Exclusives and stuff. And, I mean, all that stuff will probably just move online, so...
Did you see I can stick dynamite on people and blow them up? Oh, and that one just blew me up, too. Dang.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that. Creative weaponry, gotta love it. Ah! I don't have any... Oh, now the dynamite has to recharge, I see. Get up. Yeah, gotcha. Don't be right next to it. Ha! That's pretty satisfying.
You blew up the truck?
Yeah, I just blew up the wrong guy. There you go. See ya! So, I officially think this game, if you like Road Rash or just, you know, like combat racing games, is definitely worth the buy.
Yeah, $20 seems like a pretty good price.
Yeah, you get your local multiplayer, online multiplayer, and seemingly like a game that will take quite a while to beat since you have to grind and get upgrades and stuff.
Yeah.
I still gotta kill 2 more guys. You can only use your weapon, you know, your guy is right-handed or left-handed, and you can only use your weapon on the correct side, so that adds some challenge. Ha! Got him. One more target.
Nice.
Love it. Did your site review this game, Tyler? Because I think you should get it. Ah! Crap.
Oh, it's been out a million years, hasn't it?
No, it actually just came out in like December, remember? Like the Steam version, the Steam Early Access version has been out for 5 years, 5 or 6. But console just came out, so it actually is still relevant. Gotcha. Yes.
It would have been funny if you blew up with your own explosive.
Think of how much that
It's
was.
called Road Redemption.
Yeah, Road Redemption. The people demand a review from Tyler H 1701. The H stands for has to review Road Redemption.
There's Red Dead Redemption. Is it as good as Red Dead Redemption?
Oh, I mean, they're practically the same game, actually. I think
Okay.
Rockstar ripped them off.
Do whatever it takes to make it out.
Yeah, the production values on this blow Red Dead out of the water.
Yeah. Pretty amazing for an indie game.
Hey, the tires even shrink when it gets cold.
There you go. That's the kind of realism that gamers demand.
That's right.
Ah! So, how are we doing contest-wise?
One more to go.
Okay, that's cool. I am wishing... See, last night I had board game night. I talked about it in the newsletter, but I know not everybody has read the newsletter. Ah! But we played... It was the second time that we played the new Fireball Island. And this time we had watched rules videos, and so we actually really understood the rules, and so the game went a lot more smoothly. And
More fun when you make up your own rules.
well, like the first time, I think it kind of dragged because we, you know, we were just too loose. We needed some refinement. We had that, and the next time we play, it'll be even better. You know, like it's one of those 3D board games that has an interesting board and features to look at and touch while you're playing, and that's pretty cool. And then we played King Domino after that, which is like Carcassonne, but simpler. And I did not win. We had too many people, you know, because these are 4-player games if you don't have an expansion, and we don't have the expansion for either one. So we had too many people, but we just played on teams, you know, so like my friend's wife was on my team, etc. And that was also a good way to play. I'm glad my friends thought of that. Let's see, upgrade your automatic weapon, health gain 20%, let's get that. And do I have enough? Oh. There we go. I actually ended up with a lot of money, so. Upgrade my long melee weapon. No, let's just go. But anyway, I was consuming a lot of beverages during that event, so that's why I decided not to have one during tonight's stream.
Paul got a little rowdy last night.
A bit. No, I do feel bad. There's this guy, he looked like he was my age, you know, and he said he was only 33, and I was like, 33? Did you used to smoke? He revealed that he did, and I was like, oh, that explains it. But that's totally putting my foot in my mouth, you know? I wish I hadn't said that.
Real smooth.
I know.
It's a guy, so it's not like he'll care. If it was a girl, then he'd be in a much different situation.
You're right, that would have been totally not a good idea. But still, I wish I'd been a little nicer to him. I mean, I wasn't mean to him, but I just, you know, when you're just meeting somebody, you gotta be on your best behavior. Oh.
It's no fun that way.
Killing people with my sword, yes. That's
Bones angry at you.
Oh, what, for making the smoking joke?
Yeah, for saying that, yeah.
Sorry, Bums. You know that smoking ages your body prematurely. Is he a big smoker, Tyler, or is he just being silly?
I don't know. I do think he smokes, but I don't think he's a big smoker. I assume he's just being silly.
Okay, good. There's
Depends on
nothing
what you're
wrong with
smoking,
being
human.
silly.
Bums isn't terribly serious about anything that I've found, so.
Yeah, no, I love how easygoing he is.
Florida outlawed vaping. I did not see them being progressive in the least.
Who?
Florida, according to even Brian, Florida outlawed vaping.
Wow.
It
Indoors.
would have been nice if they outlawed smoking while they were at it, but apparently that's too
No,
forward thinking.
it's just indoors though.
Just indoors, I see. Ah. So you can block in this game, but I just never do it. And I probably should try to, but I'm not much of a blocker in games in general. You guys...
Bum says he hasn't smoked in 10 years.
Oh, congratulations, Bums. That is very good to hear. We need our bums to lie as long as they possibly can. To lie alive, though. Not the dead kind of lying around. Right on.
Vaping is supposed to be worse than actual smoking, Simu.
Is it really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's because it contains almost double the amount of carcinogens.
Yikes. Well, then what's even the point of it?
It looks cool and
Tastes
people
like
don't complain about the
strawberries.
smell.
It looks like you're sucking on a rope.
Oh, of course. That's important.
That's right. That's what everyone wants to look like.
You should have gone home, Jackal. At least now I can watch you die.
Yeah, I saw this comment that was a joke on Kotaku. He was complaining about the way that Daft Punk and this Marshmallow guy look because they wear like robot masks while they DJ.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he was mentioning that the Lonely Island made a joke about that, where it's like you look like Optimus Prime's, his junk.
I can see that from Marshmallow.
Yeah, it's a good joke. Can't say that on stream, but Okay, let's see if we can shoot these guys. Crap.
Apparently, Bum's giving up Mary Jane.
Oh, wow. Any particular reason?
He said,
Looking for a job.
Job hunting.
Oh, yeah, that is a good reason.
Yes, it is.
Great amount of health.
What's the blue thing for? Oh, that's your turbo speed or something?
Yeah, nitro.
Blue bar, okay. The NOS. Hit the NOS, Dom!
Oh, great, I'm gonna die.
Now, there's a fantastic movie that's not from the 80s, the Fast and the Furious series.
What do you think about the trailer for the new one that only has two of the
I actually
people?
think it's a good idea. I didn't watch the trailer. I mean, I've been burnt out on Fast and Furious since like the second one. But I mean, at least it's something a little bit different.
Everyone claims that movies 5 and up are much better than the old ones, And I saw the very newest one, most or
I
all
saw
of it.
5.
No, I saw the next to newest one, which would be 7, right? Because the last one was 8. Yeah, it's
I don't remember.
7. If you can get your mind tuned to the wavelength that it's a dumb action movie, and you can get to where you don't mind the dumbness, it is not bad.
Yeah. 5 felt really bloated, like way too much stuff and too many characters and stuff. So I don't know. I don't think I've seen it since 5. Which is the one where they like are in a race with the submarine that's like chopping up the iceberg
That's-
in Antarctica. or
Yeah,
whatever.
that's 7. That's the one that I saw.
Nice.
Yeah, it's super dumb, but like dumb in a good way. It's not like accidentally dumb. They're leaning into the dumbness, and that can be a fun kind of movie.
Yeah, over the top, stupid kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
It's when movies don't know that they're dumb that it, like, for instance, Star Trek Into Dumbness, like, doesn't know that it's dumb, and it,
It's really not that bad a movie, Paul. I don't know why you're hating on it.
God, I'll hate it forever and ever.
Yeah, it's not great.
Cumberbatch is one of my favorite actors. After seeing him in Sherlock Holmes.
I don't mind Cumberbatch at
still-
all.
they
didn't
said the
do
BBC about
anything
that.
with him, though.
Yeah, they didn't do anything with him. He played,
He's super uninteresting.
yes. And yeah, he shouldn't. His character shouldn't even be called Khan. But I was gonna say I got one word for why I don't like that movie. Khan.
Yeah. I agree on that point.
Ah.
But I really do wish BBC would bring back Sherlock.
Yeah, they're very bad about. I wonder if it has anything to do with Cumberbatch's schedule or whatever.
I mean,
But-
they're both superstars now.
Yeah.
Martin Freeman's a big star too.
So that's gotta make it hard.
I don't know. The fourth season was really bad.
So I've heard.
And even
Yeah,
the
it's
third season, I
BBC.
didn't like
They
that much, so.
every other season they bring on new writers for those shows, and they're constantly putting shows on indefinite hiatus.
That is true.
Yeah. But yeah, I've had my fill of Sherlock. I liked the first seasons. The second episode, fantastic. Like one of the best episodes, whatever, ever.
And they're
But,
hour long, right?
They're over. Most of them are over an hour. They're like short movies, basically.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And they did the same thing with Luther.
Yeah.
What's his name? That's now megastar.
Idris Elba, yeah.
Idris Elba.
Yep.
And Luther's newer seasons haven't been nearly.
You know, I've never seen that show. I would like to.
That's good. The first two seasons are real good. They I won't say anything.
Yeah,
I realize
just
it's all
skip
for
the
first
last
season spoilers.
It goes off the rails, though. Is that what you're saying?
Not really off the rails, just decisions they make with characters and things like that.
It's like they
good.
tried to change the direction of the series way too late into the series.
Interesting.
The first two seasons are really good.
Yeah. Is it on Netflix?
I think there's a fifth season now. I think it's on Netflix.
Oh, I'm gonna have to look.
Yeah, you definitely want to watch the first two seasons.
Nice.
That first season is just amazing. It's kind
Yeah,
of like the
Luther.
first season of True Detective.
I have to watch with the subtitles on because they have heavy British accents, and I like to make sure to pick up everything.
You
Yeah.
you really have a hard time with British accents?
Yeah.
I mean,
Heavy ones, yeah, I do. And especially with because there's so many
Oh, it's on
colloquialisms and idioms and things like that. So I like to see what they're saying.
who won? Who won?
Yeah.
Stay hydrated, bot. It says to stay hydrated, so let's do that.
And I didn't
Actually-
like True Detective first season of it. I thought it was boring.
The first season of True Detective is actually good. The
Oh.
second season is terrible.
Yeah, a lot of people are really fond of that first season. I've never seen.
Yeah, they are. I don't like it.
Yeah, it's one of those shows that there's a lot going on behind what's going on, so you kind of have to look at it at two different levels.
In your area. Take them down before they get away.
Well, one of these days. Yeah, what about, because Sopranos is on Amazon, I believe, so does that mean that True Detective is on Amazon too?
I would assume so.
It'd be
A lot of
nice.
older HBO stuff is on Amazon. I think they got in the contract. They're like, oh yeah, we'll take all your older stuff. So, but at least the first season of True Detective is old by now. But Sopranos is great. You should watch Sopranos instead.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it with my wife, but she she'll just totally watch ahead through things unless they're things that we've formally agreed to only watch together, you know? So yeah, she tore right through it. And when she does that, it kind of makes me lose interest quite often.
And Sopranos is one of the only really highly rated shows I've never actually seen a single episode of.
Ah,
Yeah,
oh,
it's great. You should
yeah,
check it out.
it is definitely great.
I just
I
have
mean-
too much stuff on my to watch list.
Yeah, you'll never watch everything. Like you have to go for what appeals to you because there's so much content out there anymore.
That's fair, yeah. Ooh.
And lately I've been on a massive anime kick.
Oh yeah? What have you watched lately then?
All kinds of stuff. It's just like I just watched some weird show about a guy who decides to live under a bridge with a bunch of weird people.
Yeah?
It is a terrible concept, and you will laugh your rear end off.
Oh, it's a comedy?
Oh yeah, it's a short comedy series.
Oh, interesting. That does sound pretty good. I mean, interesting at least.
Oh yeah, it's one of those things you would not expect to like it.
Oh, dang it.
But I've been looking for a decent comedy, and pretty much every English comedy sucks.
I failed at that one big time. The ones where they make you kill a certain number of people and the race is over so quickly, those can be really frustrating. Like this one just here. Don't be such a hater. The Wire is dull, Tyler says. Dang.
I watched the
Oops.
first season of Wire. I didn't like it, but I was hating on anime. And
Oh. Tyler, you're so much
We got
wrong.
some friendlies up ahead.
no, I'm
What'd
not.
you
Well, we were
find?
talking about good, real shows, and now we're talking about cartoons for 11-year-old boys. So we switched real quick. So it was jarring for me.
Well, what's cool about anime is that a lot of it is actually made specifically for adults. So that's one thing I've always liked about it. Yeah, quit licking your mic.
I,
Oh,
no, I put my hand on the mic because I couldn't reach for the mute in time.
Oh, I see. He couldn't get to the chopper. So I guess we're gonna keep the stream going until I lose, and then we'll do our closing everybody if that's all right.
Until you
But-
what?
Until I lose, until I die,
Oh,
because it
Oh.
doesn't take that long.
no. It's only a couple minutes per run.
Yeah. Oh, this one's a mountainous area. That's actually pretty cool. Some of the environments are very similar looking, but then you'll get one that's different like this, and it's a treat.
Yeah.
Yeah, Black Clover is actually a really good series, Platinum.
What's it called? Black Clover?
Black Clover. It's another anime. It's on my one of the shows I watch as soon as it airs a new episode.
Ooh. How many seasons are there?
I think it's just 2 seasons so far, but it's like over 64 episodes already.
You know, Microsoft... That's not bad. Microsoft has an anime sale going on right now on Xbox Video or whatever they call it. What do they call it? Just Microsoft Movies or something?
Yep.
So they've got like some of the newer Dragon Ball movies, Resurrection of F and the other one that came before that, for only $4 each, which is a very good deal. But the problem is they're not movies anywhere, so you have to watch them through Microsoft's app. Yeah. That does not
That's the
appeal.
problem with buying. Yeah, because everyone has their like, I don't know,
Preferred
client
platform.
client of choice. Yeah, platform of choice, and I don't think a lot of them are PlayStation or Microsoft because the deals aren't usually that good, and there's not apps for them like as often as there are for other things.
Yeah,
so.
like on Roku, you're not going to get a PlayStation app, are you? Probably not.
Exactly. I don't think so. Maybe I don't know, but I mean, and they were also a little bit later to the game. Like people had already built Voodoo libraries or even Play libraries before Microsoft and PlayStation really got big into it. So
That's a fair point.
Yep.
So I've been
The thing
taking...
is, with Voodoo, almost everything on there is, well, not Ultraviolet anymore, but Movies Anywhere.
Yeah, I love that.
Ultraviolet, if you didn't know, it just died.
Yeah, which
officially.
we talked about that in Discord just the other day.
yeah, that'll suck because that was a nice way to share moves a little bit. But yeah, movies anywhere. Like, can they? If you have it on Voodoo, can you also watch it on Movies Anywhere, or can you only do one or the other?
Yeah, no, if it is a Movies Anywhere title, it'll play on any of the clients, including like Amazon and all kinds of things that support Movies Anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
so-
good.
yeah,
So that's
those
why
movies-
Movies Anywhere has caught on so big.
Yeah, because it's wonderful.
Well, it's basically the replacement to Voodoo, because what happened, or to Ultraviolet.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. 'Cause that's
Disney-
what UV used to be.
Yeah, Disney wanted to control it's what it is. As Movies
Okay.
Anywhere is their platform, where Voodoo, or keep saying Voodoo, Ultraviolet was more an open platform.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Darker Player, Windows Central is not PlayStation focused, so yeah, they naturally would be advocating for Microsoft to join Movies Anywhere because that would be a good move for Microsoft to make. Like they're
They
not
are
going to be
actually on
trying.
Movies
They
Anywhere.
should.
Well, I mean, like, well, a lot of their stuff isn't. That's what I should say. I mean, but again, it's the publisher, right? Isn't that the deal? Because like, Funimation is who publishes Dragon Ball, so it's Funimation's choice for it not to be on Movies Anywhere. Yeah, so you're right, Thomas. Ah,
Yeah, most of the major platforms are support Movies Anywhere, except Sony. I don't know why, but as far as a platform, not as their movies go. But it's the studios that control the individual movies as far as whether they're on or not.
I'm knocking lots of people
So,
down.
so who is part of Movies Anywhere? You said Amazon,
Amazon,
Warner
Microsoft,
Brothers.
Voodoo.
Google. Is Google Play on there or not?
Yes.
Yeah. But again, it's the individual movie publishers that matter.
Right, but I'm saying like, oh, okay, so I could own a movie on like, and it may or may not carry over
Yes.
if the publisher is part of it too.
Right. And I know Warner Brothers is a part of it, and Fox is a part of it, and a lot of them are. There's just a few big holdouts that aren't.
It's so hard for me to keep track of all.
The easy rule of thumb is if you can buy a disc version with a Anywhere code, then it's going to be part of the Anywhere license. If the disc version doesn't come with an Anywhere code, and then it will not be available digitally across platform.
Well, my question is more about when you're buying the movies digitally. Like when I buy something on Google Play, how do I know if it's going to carry over to my other?
Because it'll say on the individual title listing somewhere, it will say Movies Anywhere, and that applies to Amazon, Vudu, and just even Microsoft. Like it'll say Movies Anywhere somewhere. So if you don't see those words, that tells you it's not a Movies Anywhere title.
Oh, okay. I'll have to look for ones that do have it then, so I can see what it looks like. I'll go browse one of those stores.
That's a good idea. I know the John Wick movies are Movies Anywhere, so you could just look for that if you just want to check an individual title real fast.
Cool. Let me look that up.
Frankly, my suggestion is get it through Vudu because it's most likely to be supported if it's going through them. And even if it's not, Vudu is the one service that's available on literally every platform.
Yes, and
every device.
And remember, Vudu has that awesome disc to digital program where you can buy movies for only $2 if you cheat the system. So
yeah, they also have a really pretty good sharing. Like they let you have a lot of different devices and stuff, and you can do a little bit of sharing on it.
Yeah. So, yeah. Speaking of which, I bought like 10 disc to digital titles the last couple weeks. I got like Wayne's World 1 and 2, Billy Madison, some other stuff. So anyway, good to have those movies in the collection. Yeah, Human Brian, thank you for running the contest. You did a great job tonight. We appreciate it. We better go ahead and wrap things up. We've been playing Road Redemption for Xbox One, also available on PlayStation 4 and Steam. It is really cool. I could actually I could zone out playing this while like watching a show or something for hours.
Yeah,
I was having a good time. And Tyler and Thomas, you guys are both great co-hosts as always.
Yep, happy to be here.
Always a pleasure.
Excellent. Thank you guys all so much for watching tonight. We don't have next week's game picked out yet, but we'll let you know. We'll put it in Discord in the newsletter when we figure that out. So please join us every Saturday at the same time, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. And whatever you do, don't hate, appreciate.
See you guys.
Auf Wiedersehen.
That ought to hold those little SOBs.
SOBs.
Okay, guys. You enjoy your evening.
We got VX Latino Heat and Jono. Bye, you guys. Platinum Astric. Goodbye. Deadpool, if you're still around. Thank you for joining us. Dark Player, of course. Oh, Mongblock said goodnight, and I missed that. I feel bad.